What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to the Saving Men's Lives Network. Fellas, I want to ask you guys a question. Were you ever told growing up by a girl you liked or by a girl you at least thought she was cute that you would make a great boyfriend to some girl someday? Some girl be lucky to have you. Or maybe they threw this one at you. You're gonna make some girl a great husband one day. Or some derivative of those. You ever heard somebody tell you that? Well, on the surface, it kind of sounds like a compliment. That you're the kind of guy one would want to pair up with and, have a lifelong bond with. And again, on the surface, it sounds like one of the greatest of all compliments. When in reality, because women only speak in code and what you're hearing them say is never what they're actually saying, what she's saying is in direct contradiction to how their brains work. And it's simply like this, fellas. Within the first 15 to 30 seconds of a woman seeing a guy, and it doesn't have to be a guy that's right in front of her. It could be a guy on a TV show. It could be a guy on a billboard, a guy on a magazine advertisement for Calvin Klein underwear, wherever. But whenever a woman sees a guy, within the first 15 to 30 seconds, she's automatically put that dude into one of three different categories. Category one, oh yeah, this guy can get it. This guy right here can toss me like uncooked pizza dough. He can have unlimited access to all three of my moist holes. Category two, this is a guy, he's cute enough, I guess. My family and friends will understand why I date him. We go places in public and people will get that he's my boyfriend. He'll get the basics and the minimums, but he'll be given enough of it to stick around so that I can extract his resources. And then there's category three, which is the friend zone. Now, I would make the argument, and this might be controversial to some, but I would say being classified by a woman you find attractive as boyfriend or husband material is even worse than the dreaded friend zone, and here's why. The guy in the friend zone, he's that poor guy. That dude's an emotional tampon for all her bad days and horror stories. That guy is paying for dates he'll never go nowhere with her. That poor bastard doesn't understand his value. And he's gonna be trapped on friend zone island for the rest of his life until somebody comes along and smacks the shit out of him and gets him to understand his value. But the boyfriend material guy, the husband material guy, see, that's the guy, unfortunately, who will get a woman's sexual scraps. Let me explain. Rollo Tomasi, shout out to him in his book, The Rational Male. He broke it down like this, and I'm paraphrasing here. A woman will have sex two different ways with two different kinds of men. For the man she's tolerating, for the man who's little more than a paycheck with feet, that man will get what he calls transactional sex. Basically, if he washes the dishes, if he cuts the grass, cleans out the gutters, gives the kids a bath and gets their pajamas on, reads them a bedtime story, then maybe toss a coin in there, best 3 out of 5, maybe he'll get this lazy ass blowjob later on as a reward. Finger quotes in the air. Maybe I'll give him some because, well, he's been a good boy, so I'll pat him on the head like a dog biscuit and I'll give him what he came for. That's transactional sex. But then there's validational sex. This is when she's with a guy that really arouses her deeply. This is the guy that really does it for her. This is the guy who she's been dreaming about, fantasizing about. And for this guy, she is tearing his clothes off with her teeth. This is the guy she can't give this guy enough head, in her opinion, not his. He's got full access to her, and he is doing things with her and to her that her family and friends wouldn't believe she was even into. They would have to walk in on her doing it and see her doing it to even believe that's the kind of girl that she is and that's how she get down. Boyfriends and husbands don't get that. Boyfriends and husbands get the absolute bare minimum. They get the peanut shells on the floor at the Texas Roadhouse. Not even the peanuts on the inside of those shells that used to be there. Yeah. See, these poor guys don't understand that they are seen by their women as literal beta male providers. Because the blue pill matrix that those guys live in is telling them that because they're husband material in that woman's eyes, that he's the prime example of what a man should be. Meanwhile, every time he climbs on top of her, all she sees is the guy she's cheating on him with. Or her ex-boyfriend, who was quote unquote toxic. Maybe he put his hands on her. Maybe it's her baby daddy. Some guy she dated 4 or 5 boyfriends ago who really turned her out. Homie had a big old long strong and he wore that thing out, left her sore for days afterwards. But you, Mr. Boyfriend material, you don't hit them same spots that Chad did. You can't drill as deep as Tyrone did. And so now, pushing up on 30, 35 in a week when her birthday comes around, she's realizing that being a wife and a mom really is high on her to-do list. And having some beta male provisioner come along and rescue her from a lifetime of bad decisions and one-night stands and hookups is really the way out. And here you come with your broom, your dustpan, your mop as the cleanup man, putting on your Russell Wilson Denver Broncos cap and jersey, coming into the rescue. Fellas, I'll say it like this. Any woman who considers you boyfriend material needs to be immediately removed from your life in whatever capacity that she serves. Now, if she's family, a little more difficult, but you need to take that slap in the face, that insult, as a kick me in the ass style moment to get my shit together. Get your ass in the gym. Pick up heavy stuff with good form and put it back down. Clean your diet up, bro. Put the donuts down, put the candy down, put the sodas down, put the cake down, pick up some fruits and vegetables. Take your knife and your fork and trim the fat off the meat that you eat. Pull the skin back on that chicken and peel it off. Bake it if you can. Grill it if you can. Get your stuff together, man. Seriously. Whatever you do for a living, I don't know what it pays, and that's none of my business. But if it's not enough to where you want to be making, you need to find new employment or at least a second job that's paying you extra to take care of them bills, to get you past owing anybody anything, that much closer to debt freedom. Nah, bro. Never be boyfriend material, because that is telling her all she has to do is just barely bring any effort at all in the bedroom. You want to be the guy she can't wait to see. You want to be the guy she wouldn't dare flake on because she know 45 other girls are waiting to take her spot. They want to be dominated. I don't care how strong and independent she claims to be. So if she don't see that in you, that's fine. Build yourself up economically, physically, and mentally into the kind of guy that women who look just as good as she does walk up to you and approach you. Because the truth of the matter is, fellas, well, a lot of guys love the cold approach. I'm not a fan of it. I say you only mess with the women who want to mess with you. And the women who want to mess with you make themselves known. So, quickly for your day, fellas, but I love y'all and I want you to do well. I want you to win. I'm tired of seeing guys lose. Tired of seeing women transform good men into quote-unquote boyfriend material just to give them the scraps off the floor. You guys deserve way better than that. And I love you dearly. So with that, that's my time. Like the video, comment down below, share and subscribe. Never let your brother suffer in silence when the truth can set him free. Till next time, fellas, Save Men's Lives Network. Plenty more to come.